What is up, guys? My name is Trevor Short and this is Sit Down Guitars. Today I'm going to teach you guys the ABCs of chords. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the ABCs of chords are basically A through G of chords. And it's very important to know your chords because that's what songs are basically made out of. So, let's see, let's pick a song, AC/DC Back in Black. It's E, D, A. And then you can put in licks and stuff. And so, each chord, or actually let's back up. So each song is composed of different keys. These keys can be A through G. So Back in Black is in the key of, I believe, A. And an easy way to figure that out is either the beginning of the song, and this one's in the beginning of E, and then it ends in A. So usually it's either E or A, if that makes sense. Alright, so let's get started. So the very first chord that I'm going to teach you guys is A. Just like in the alphabet, A. So basically what you want to do is, let's see if we can get closer. So, you take your middle finger and you place it on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret. And then you take your pinky finger and you put it right under that one on the G string, which is the 4th string, on the same fret, the 2nd one. Then you take your pinky and you put it right under that one on the same fret, the 2nd fret, on the B string. And it should sound like this. And I'm going to show you guys something that I didn't learn until later. With each chord, you kind of want to play certain strings. So with the A, you do not want to hit the top string. You just want to hit the bottom 5. And the reason that is because this string right here is the A string, and that's like the bass of this chord, A. So if you play the top string, which is an E, it's going to sound really wonky and just sound really weird. I mean, sometimes it'll sound cool, but you basically want to do that. Alright, so that, again, is middle finger on the D string of the 2nd fret, ring finger on the same fret, 2nd one, on the G string, and your pinky right under that one, 2nd fret, B string. And it should sound like this. Okay? Alright, now, the next chord in the alphabet is B. Now this chord is kind of tricky. There's many different ways to play it. But basically what you want to do is you want to take your index finger, put it on the 2nd string, which is A, on the 2nd fret. And then you take your pinky finger and your ring finger, and you kind of want to stretch over here onto the 4th fret, onto the G string and the D string. So it's going to sound kind of weird, but you kind of have to bar it. And I'll do a whole video on bars and stuff. Alright, so it should sound like that. So what you're doing with these two fingers, you don't have to, but you can take one finger off if you need to. But it should sound like that. Like that. So that is 1st finger on the 2nd fret on the A string, which is the 2nd string. Or ring finger on the 4th fret on the D string. And then your pinky right under that one on the 4th fret on the G string. And you want to kind of take your finger and you kind of want to bar. It sounds kind of weird. Another type of B that I really like to do is the B7. I think that sounds really cool, and I'll teach you guys that in another video. After B is C. Now this one is kinda cool, and it's the same shape as an F as well, and I will kinda show you that too. This is F, this is C, so it's the same shape, just down a couple strings. So let's start with the C. So the C, the bass note, is right here on the 3rd fret on the A string. And then you take that, and then you take your middle finger, place it on the 2nd fret of the D string. Then you take your index finger. Okay, take your index finger and put it on the 1st fret on the B string. And then with this one, you also want to just play on the A string. You don't want to hit the E. Okay? It should sound like this. Okay? So again, ring finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string, middle finger on the 2nd fret on the D string, and then index finger on the B string, 1st fret. Okay? So I'll play through the chords that we learned so far. A, B, C. Okay? Now the D is what's next. With D, the bass note would be on the D string, so you don't want to hit these 2 top strings. It's very important. It sounds way better. If you hit the other strings, it sounds weird. You kind of get the top notes. If you play it like that, it's going to sound really cool. Okay, so this one is kind of cool. I like this chord. So you take your finger, your index, and then you put it on the 4th string, which is G, on the 2nd fret. Then you take your middle finger, put it right under that, but you're skipping the B string. So it's going to be like right under that. So it's going to be on the E string on the same fret. Then you take your ring finger and you put it on the B string on the 3rd fret. And it sounds really cool. You can do this. And you want to strum the D string. So from D down, you don't want to hit the top 2. And you can also add pinky. You can take off your your middle finger. And yeah, okay. So D, now E. E is my absolute favorite chord of all time. And it sounds really powerful and really cool. It goes like this. Alright, now, so you take your middle finger, you put it on the 2nd string of, that's A, on the 2nd fret. And then you take your pinky, or ring finger, and you put it right under that, which would be the 2nd fret on the D string. Then your index finger, and you put it, my bad, sorry. Take your index finger and put it right on the G string on the 1st fret. And this one you want to hit all the strings, because the top string, which is E, will be the bass note for the chord E. Sounds really cool. You can do different chords. Sounds really cool. And I will also do scales later, like this one. And yeah. Okay, so that's the E. Now, what's after E is F. Now this one's kind of tricky, because you do have to do a little bar, which means you're taking just one finger and you're going over 2 or more different strings. Like that. So you're taking your index finger, you're putting it right here on the 2nd string on the 1st fret, so this would be B. and then the one right under it would be E. So you want to bar those. Then you take this finger, your middle, and you put it right here on the G string on the 2nd fret, and then your ring finger, and you put it on the D string of the 3rd fret. And you want to get that kind of sound. Be sure not to touch any other, like, don't touch any frets, the frets. You want to get as close as you can to the frets, but if you touch them, it'll muffle it like that. So, yeah, and then, so with this chord, your innards of your fingers will tend to kind of sag down, so you kind of want to arch your fingers like this. See how it's kind of arched? And you kind of want to make sure you don't hit the, the strings. Otherwise it's going to sound like this. And you don't want that. You kind of want to arch your fingers up, and you should get that sound. Alright, now the last one is G. Now there's 2 ways to play this one. You can do it without the bass down here. You can do 2 strings like this, or you can do the 1 string. I'll show you the difference. So this is the 1 string, and this is the 2 stringer. I feel like that one's more full and more powerful sounding. So what you want to do is you take your middle finger, you put it on the top string on the 3rd fret. Take your index finger, put it on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string of A, right there. And you take these 2 fingers and you put them right here, which is the B string on the 3rd fret, and your pinky right under that on the E string of the 3rd fret. And it sounds like this. Yeah, so the other way to do it is by taking off your ring finger and just putting it down on the bottom string in the same place. So it sounds like this instead of this. So yeah. Okay guys, that was the ABCs of chords. I'll go through them real quick. So A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Okay, so yeah, that's that. That's the chords, and if you keep practicing that, I'm sure that after you practice that, you can pretty much play any song you want, pretty much anything. So yeah, next time I will be back with a cover of whatever song. You guys can leave a comment in the stuff down below, and if you guys want to hear a song or learn a song, just let me know. And yeah, so this is Sit Down Guitars, and my name's Trevor Short, and yeah, see you guys later. Stay long and rock on.